Yeah, so it's really easy to get lost in the numbers in baseball. When I say that, I'm talking about strikeouts, RBI, ERA, home runs, and that's without talking about player contracts worth millions of dollars. But what if I told you those millionaires are a lot more like you and I than you might know? Players in the Braves clubhouse are a lot more relatable than you might think. For instance, they're fans like the rest of us. Braves ace Max Fried could be seen sitting courtside at Hawks games this offseason. Center fielder Michael Harris II loves the Dogs. He was so happy to hear quarterback Carson Beck was coming back for his senior season.
I was excited because Georgia has another chance to go get a national championship, and I think he'll be the first quarterback taken in the next draft.
When you play 162 games a year plus the postseason, you're tired. What's the first thing most of us grab in the morning? Coffee. 40-year-old Charlie Morton knows a thing or two about it. If he isn't giving out baseball advice, he's giving out coffee advice.
Always buy fresh beans. Big coffee guy, Charlie. He's kind of walked me through that process of how to secure the perfect bean. Three days, if it's been roasted within 3 days, it's a little too fresh. So you kind of want to let it age.
I'm not a coffee guy, but my wife is, and my wife was like, hey, you need to ask Charlie what he recommends as far as, you know, the beans and what he uses.
Friendships in this clubhouse are as strong as the coffee. They're built the same way so many of you spend your time.
A lot of us have dogs now, so we kind of do a little dog date.
Kelnick likes to play golf, so I'm here for that. I think Purcell likes to play, so anytime you get another golfer is good for me.
And I don't mean to blow up Spencer Strider's spot, but he says he loves Wave 3 in Buckhead. That's his go-to coffee shop. I'm more of a Dancing Goats girl, but for him, it's Wave 3. And another thing, guys, every day after we talk to manager Brian Snicker, we ask for recommendations on where to eat around here, and he gives us great ones. So these players and coaches are a lot more relatable than you might think. Reporting live from CoolToday Park, Emily Gagnon, Atlanta News First.
Yeah, fun to hear all that. Thanks so much, Emily.
Yeah, so you don't hear this very often entering spring training, but most positions are already set on the Braves roster entering the 2024 season. The biggest battle is for the 5th spot in the rotation. We already know Max Fried, Spencer Strider, Charlie Morton, and Chris Sale are locked in. So who's competing for that number 5 job? Well, if you ask me, I think it's between Reynaldo, Lopez, and Bryce Elder. Elder was an all-star last season. He got off to a hot start after being called up because of injuries to Fried and Kyle Wright. Elder was the league's ERA leader through the end of May, but he didn't last. He was fatigued. His ERA went from 1.92 in May to 5.11 after the all-star break. Elder admitted how tired he got by learning this.
That the season's really, really long, and you always hear how long it is, and 32 starts is a lot, and I think this year I'll be much more prepared for it. No matter how physically prepared you are, I think you're going to get run down at the end of the year no matter what, so then that's where you got to figure out how to get it done mentally.
And keep in mind, Lopez has spent most of his career in a relief role, but you also have A.J. Smith-Shawver, who got some big league experience last season, who could be that 5th guy this upcoming season.